It's hard to believe that we're sitting now at our 15th year when it seems like just yesterday we started the school. Throughout the 15 years, I'm consistently asked questions surrounding how did this happen, what did we do to be successful, what challenges did we meet, how did you do this? And being a reflective person and our philosophy being so reflective, that's never far away from my mind day to day as we move through developing the school. If I have to say, there was one thing that stood out more than any, it was the loyalty and support of the people, number one, that supported me, and number two, supporting the program in general. We've had very, very strong loyalty from our parents, not just the board members who started the school, but those first set of parents that understood the great task that we have taken on, and they never wavered. And I found that so rewarding and yet so responsible to make sure that their faith in me and the school was never questioned. You know, we spent a lot of time raising these children from when they were babies. And that was our focus. Our focus was to make sure that these babies grew up to be well-rounded and good citizens and being able to add to the world around them. We were so focused during the last 15 years on that, keeping that path, staying on that road, that we missed what was really happening around us, which hit us in the face one day. The last few years, our children are now out of high school, into college, and doing wonderful things. The biggest surprise is how they all come back. That humbles me to no end, and that humbles our teachers that have taught them since they were babies. Who do you know that goes back to their elementary school after their experiences when they leave for high school and college? And yet, on a constant basis, we have our alumni coming back, working here in our aftercare program, sharing with us the things that we thought they took for granted and were pushed under the rug. But they're living that experience. They're living the tenets that we taught them from the Credo, and to see that evolve through these years has been astounding. If I died tomorrow, it would be with that sense of satisfaction that truly why we started the school, why we wanted to do this work, and we're so committed, is just what we got. Wonderful, wonderful children who have grown into wonderful, wonderful adults who are able to share with the rest of the world who they are and how the world should be. And very clear that it was Trinity School for Children that set these tenets.
Well, I started Trinity the first day it opened, so it was new for all of us. But it was a really positive experience getting to be in a new environment, experience new things, and help be a part of something that would change a lot of people's lives. After I left Trinity, I went to Sam Catholic, and the experience was very beneficial because here it's a very small school atmosphere, and you get to make a lot of friends and build on relationships. And going into high school at a small school, I got to transition that experience into high school.
It gave me kind of confidence to know that I was going to be able to kind of transition to a new school. And I kind of look back on my transition from my old school to Trinity, and I knew that I would be able to adapt from Trinity's environment to a new environment and I think Trinity kind of helped me. It gave me the core values that I needed to maintain.
I thought Trinity they challenged me. They challenged me, and they made my education, they made my mind grow more, and it really opened my eyes to the environment we live in today, which is a great thing.
Like, when you see a new door open for you, don't be afraid to take that path, and don't be afraid to kind of experience something that you've never experienced before.
Everything was great when I went here. I mean, all the field trips, all the friends I met, I'm still friends with a lot of those people today. But just being an accountable person in your community. I mean, the kids now, I hope, look up to me. I mean, I looked up to like Joe or Jason or, I think Louis.
The colors are more vibrant here. Everything is just better here. There's more life.
You get up in the morning, you look forward to coming to work, and I never have really had that anywhere else I've worked. I mean, if you're having a bad day, a kid will come up to you and give you a hug for no reason. You can't be in a bad mood after that. It just change your whole day.
I was here when I was 4 years old, and I never knew any other type of education, and I'm happy I never did, because coming to Trinity taught me great study habits, and always to get along with people, and the Trinity education was so much different.
And I think that it makes a difference when you're placed back into a non-Trinity classroom. You still take those study habits, you still take that type of thinking with you. So even the way you apply that thinking as opposed to somebody else who hasn't been a Trinity student, the end result is going to be totally different just because of the way we learn. It is absolutely a totally different experience being a student and being a teacher here, but it helps me to relate to the kids because I know what they're going through as a student, so it helps me to teach them the way I was taught. And it's nice to have a lot of my teachers here that I can still turn to if I have any questions, or if I'm stuck somewhere, if I need an idea, they're always there for me.
Well, my experience here was wonderful. I spent my 10 years of my life here, starting out in '95. And just the connection and friends that you make, even with some of the teachers, they last forever. Stay in contact, a lot of people here who want to help you, will try to help you the best they can. Stay in contact with all your friends, because those, they last forever. No matter what you do, they'll always be there. My mom teach here. My brother graduated from here, so my whole family has put in so much work into the school and so much effort that, our experience here has just been phenomenal. And, we love coming back here and seeing everybody that we know.
This time of year, we typically look at the world around us, meaning our immediate community, and be thankful. Whereas we pride ourselves on being thankful every day. With all of the work that we do every day academically, it's really difficult sometimes to remember that whole person that we're trying to develop. We're so swallowed in curriculum, it's swallowed in subject area, and the challenges that brings to us every day to make sure the children get everything that they need, that it's very helpful to take this time and take a look at all of the things that we have shared with our parents and our families right here under our nose that have done so much to help us. The Metropolitan Ministries is one that we take a look at each Thanksgiving. That's not the only thing that we have had community outreach for. We do a lot with the Children's Cancer Center, which is we're very grateful to be able to have that opportunity to do those things. Those children really remind us about how lucky we all are.
I want to be a hairstylist. I want to be a veterinarian because I like taking care of pets, and it's the exact same thing like a teacher, just with different things, like with the pet. I I want to be a superstar, pop star. The future means to me, sometimes it's something you want and sometimes it's something you don't want. Sometimes you may get something that sometimes you may not get everything you want because it's just not all about you. Sometimes the future means destiny to me.
For me, basically, this school is a place where I can come, I can hang out with my friends, I can basically be me without having to worry about anything else.
It's like a second home to me. It's a place where I can come when the place makes me feel comfortable. To be a nice, fun place to be, good environment, good people, friends and family. We haven't seen the last of me. I'll definitely be back, and there's no chance that I'm just gonna leave this place. It's one of my favorite places to be.
I'll be back, don't worry about me. I'm definitely coming back. If I was to say a couple of last words, I don't think I could think of any because I don't want this to end, really. It's too fun here, it's all I know.
It's like my home because this is basically the only school I've ever been to.
Yeah, me too.
I've never been to another school.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah,
been
me
to a
too.
different school. Stay here. I would say it's gonna get harder, but you'll know by then what you're supposed to be expecting.
It'll get harder, but it'll also get more fun.
Always focus, pay attention, and just have fun. Relax.
Don't be afraid to do anything.
Yeah, believe in yourself.
The root of our philosophy has always been in early childhood education. My father always said, the tree grows from its roots. And what better place to start is right here at Trinity School for Children. We've accomplished so much through a various age from infants through 13, which is broad. And now in this next 13 years, we're hoping to start to focus on specific areas and improving each program as we go along. Our closest and biggest project will be the Early Childhood Development Center. There isn't one like the one we have planned in this area, and we're very proud of the fact that we're attracting a very diverse population and a group that we really can make an impact on as they grow up. That's where I hope my legacy goes, where the children from very early on are going to be able to take that information and be it a part of their fiber by the time they leave us. And we've seen the success in that, and we're hoping that the Development Center will just impact that further. It will increase our enrollment, and we'll be able to touch more lives, more families. You know, there's something that continues to happen over and over again to us. Number one, when we have visitors, and we have a lot of them that come through our halls, into our offices, the one thing they consistently remark about is the smiles on our teachers' faces, our staff's faces, the children's faces, and what a happy place this seems to be. And they tried to pinpoint the why. It was very interesting to me. When our children are tiny, they are taught how to interface with other people, not just children, and what is the appropriate way to respond to adults or children, their peers, or teachers, and inevitably this comes out in terms of social graces. So I met Emilio, and he said, "Do you remember me, Dr. O'Day? I was in the 3rd graduating class." I said, "Yes, we do remember you. How are you doing? What are you doing?" And he proceeded to tell us about the career path in hospitality and tourism that he was going through, and how excited he was about his future. And he turned around, looked me square in the eye, put his hands over his heart, and said that Trinity School for Children is where he got his social graces. And that meant more to me then I can tell you, because that is what we're all about. That's the citizen that we're trying to raise here in all of our work, not just competitive spirit where academics is concerned, but building that person. And I think we've been very successful at that.